disseminate between reality and a movie.
That's crazy. No, talk to us about blaxploitation movies. I know we mentioned it in the past, but it takes back to that era and why, I don't know, they're not really popular. They had a short lifespan, right?
They had a short lifespan. It depends on what you think of as blaxploitation movies. They called all the movies that that had black superheroes and movies with Ron O'Neal and Pam Grier and all the pimp and hoe movies. They called them black exploitation movies, but they had a lot of them. It was a lot of different kind of movies that fell in that category. Excuse me. And because back in the 70s, the NAACP realized the effect of black exploitation movies on young black youth, including my black ass. Okay? I love black exploitation movies because you can see some titties. Titties were not very popular. They were not easy to find back in the 70s, okay?
Thank you, Isaiah Edwards. We'll get your question right after this, Isaiah.
Titties were not very easy to find. It wasn't like it is right now. You had to really go searching for titties back in the day. And black exploitation gave you titties and superheroes, okay? And at some point in time, the NAACP went to the Jewish companies and shut down the black exploitation movies. Now, as a young black man growing up in Compton who liked seeing titties on the screen, I was pissed. But I didn't understand they were doing it for my own benefit. Okay. Now, what happened is the Jewish production companies stopped making black exploitation movies, and black producers started making black exploitation movies, and the Jewish companies would produce them. We would distribute them. Okay. Dolomite, black exploitation all day long. Okay. But because it was done by a black man, who's gonna get mad at it? Okay. And using that analogy, understand what I'm saying. Using that analogy, every time you saw a black exploitation movie, they was always going to get the man. Got to bring the man down. We got to go after the man. And the man, in most cases, was always white. He may have had some black cats working for him, but the man was white. And at some point in time, the man in real life, just like the black exploitation movies, they stopped producing them, but they still let us make them. And it's the same thing in real life. When if people that sold dope in our community were white, we'd have fought against them a lot more. But because they were black, we ignored it. In fact, we asked them for jobs. Okay? The people that sold dope in our communities, or if they were white coming into the hood, posting up on corners, selling crack, we would have had a fit. We'd all be joined the Black Panthers and ran them out of town. But because they all were black and they were making money, we turned our heads and asked them for jobs in most cases. Okay? And it's the same thing right now. If anybody else was making the kind of music talking about black folks, the way black folks talk about black folks, we shut them down. We would shut them down. If black folks, if that boy in Chicago had a guy shot 24 times by anybody else other than a black man, we'd be marching. It would make national news. We'd be on their ass. Everybody would wear leather jackets and berets. But because he was done by another black man, we write it off as being part of the game. That's just hood life, man. That's how I go in the hood. That ain't how it's supposed to go. That ain't how it's supposed to go.
Man.
We accept that. We accept it.
Yeah. Keep talking like this and you're never going to blow up, Lonzo. I love that. Thank you, Isaiah Edwards, again for that other donation. Isaiah Edwards says, what effect did 90s hood movies have on our people?
Oh man, you got to really understand hood movies, man. I did my own little research on hood movies, and I peeped out House Party. I related to House Party totally because my house was that spot. I lived that life as a DJ. I remember how people did things back in the day, the colors, the clothes we wore, the dances we did. Cats wore suits to parties, like Homeboy, he got drunk and dancing and whatever, fell out or whatever. But we had, we had to go get nice shirts and nice pants and haircuts and stuff to go get parties. But in that movie, In that movie House Party, there was only 3 gangsters in the whole movie. By the time we got the Boys in the Hood, which I think was the next year, the whole movie was about gangsters and hood shit, and only had 2 guys in the movie that wasn't gangsters, and one of them got killed. Okay, one of them got killed. So the impact. Then you had Minister Society, where everybody was a gangster. Okay, they was killing everybody, but damn, okay, almost killed the baby. So that became, in some cases, in some places, yes, it was reality, but it wasn't the only reality, and that's the part that the media tends to project more, is the negative reality of the hood. Just this weekend, Saturday afternoon, me and DJ Yellow was in Compton. We did a book signing in Compton, and I took a walk around the spot where they had the book. It was like a big open fair, and everybody was here hanging out. Everybody was hanging out, and I didn't see no gangbangers. I didn't see nobody with no rags. I didn't see nobody with no house shoes on. Nobody throwing up no sets. We in Compton, the heart of Compton, okay, around the corner from Wilson Park. But I didn't see none of that, none of the stuff that the news look forward to filming on a regular basis. But wasn't no cameras there to show the angle, call it wholesome, but the smooth side of Compton. Because Compton got a smooth side to it, but you will never know that it exists because you only see one side of it. And it's the same thing with the hood. The hood got a good side to it. It got a smooth side. You know, when you go out, you go, it nothing like a good day in the park, man. Folks ain't nobody, everybody ain't tripping all the damn time. Ain't nobody tripping all the time. Some folks just want to get together. And I went to the Super Bowl event in Inglewood. Man, I didn't see no gangbangers. I didn't see no obvious gangbangers, okay? And I think that's another thing. A lot of these gangbangers realize that's some deadly shit, and they started to dress like regular people. They started to blend in, okay?
Skinny jeans and shit.
Huh?
Skinny jeans and shit.
Yeah, they started to blend in, but the vibe was so smooth. And that's the part that when you walk into a situation, and I run a nightclub for God knows how long, I have a sixth sense for vibes. I can pick up a vibe of an event. I gotta go. I don't feel it. And it don't take me but a second. Oh shit. This ain't the one for me, dude. I'm out. Okay. And that the vibe I received from the Super Bowl situation in Inglewood, the Super Bowl street party, man, it was beautiful. Same thing in Compton, beautiful. You know, everybody laughing and joking. You got the kids out there. You better not be no dumb shit around these kids, man. You better not. Okay, because it was men there. Okay, and one thing about some men will stand up. Okay, take that bullshit someplace else, man. Take that shit someplace else. Take that bullshit someplace else. That's real.
Man, we need more men out there, dude. Before we jump into the rest of the show, I've seen pictures of her. I've seen her in like old 90s movies when she was outside of her peak. But how bad was Pam Grier? Man.
Gemini, first of all, Gemini, okay? I think her birthday is like June 18th or something like June 19th, something like that. She was the queen of the scene back in the day, Doc. That big old pretty natural. She had them 2 body parts that I love so much. They call your name, okay? And she just was a sexy, slick chick. Even when she was in her 50s and she did Jackie Brown, she still looked good.
That's when I got hip to her.
She still looked good. I think she was like 50-something, playing 40-something, because Pam Grier is 70-something now, okay? So that had to be Jackie Brown was what, in the 2000s or 90s or what? I don't know.
1999.
That was like 20-something years ago. So she's 7. She was 50-something when she did Jackie Brown. Okay, might have been her early 50s. I don't do the math. Figure it out. But even in Jackie Brown, when she went to that scene, put that Kango cap on backwards, talking to Samuel L. Jackson at the bar. Shit, I had flashbacks. Okay. I knew why the cop was checking her out, was feeling. Even homeboy, the bail's bondsman, she still was fine to the bail's bondsman. she looked like she I never seen her in person, but she looked like she about 5'7", 5'8". Need to step ladder, but I climbed that ladder, boy. I ain't mad at it.
Man. And call me crazy, but I wish more women wore the natural look. I wish that was just instead of the laid back look. I love seeing a chick, a sister, in just her natural hair. You know what I'm saying? Like Pam Grier type.
You know what? Whatever length a woman's hair is, if it's yours and it looks good on you, you know. And see, women make the mistake of thinking that we care about all that bullshit. It look good. Don't get me wrong.
For real, we're doing that shit for other women.
You ain't never seen a man say, she sure would be fine if she had some bigger eyelashes. We don't care about that shit.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? We don't give a damn. Okay? We don't give a damn about them. If they look good, they look good. Okay, fine. You did something good. Okay. But we don't really care. Okay? How my eyelashes look? Like paintbrushes, but I don't care. Like big ass paintbrushes. But hey, that's what we do, man. You know? I saw a brother. What he had on his face? He had two. I think he had
kiss marks, like those kiss marks.
No, he had he was clowning chicks about their eyebrows. I mean, their eyelashes. I think he had like two razor guards on his face. You know, trying to blink or whatever. And you know, that's how some of that shit looked to us. You know, we don't really care. A lot of stuff that women think that they spend money on for us, we don't really care. You know, if your face is red,
my girl will walk around in a t-shirt and tennis shoes the whole day. I know what's under there. It's all good.
You know what, man? I tell anybody, for me, a sundress is like a bikini. Okay, a good sundress is like a bikini for me, Doc. Okay, give me something to think about. Give me something. I need my imagination to go to work.
You know, that's a great question of the insight. Will you guys ever do a meet and greet? Maybe this summer we could put something together. Just a little fun meet and greet.
Yeah, that might be. Now that COVID is starting to calm down, I would love to.
Yeah. We'll talk behind the scene. I'll do it. Okay. I would definitely love to meet some of you guys. Marlon, Rajmir, Crypto, like all of you guys. That'd be really dope.